Welcome to Bible Vlog. My name is Philip Fisher. Today is February 1st, 2010. And I'm sorry this is so late. I didn't prioritize my day today. And then I remembered this obligation. But it shouldn't be an obligation. It's just something that I desire to do. So I'm going to start revamping my priorities, my focus in life. And put God first. That's what he's been showing me lately. I'm going to be splitting up Acts 5 because they are too long. They're just too long. So I'm going to be reading Acts chapter 5 verses 1 through 16 from the Message this week. But a man named Ananias, his wife, Sapphira, conniving in this with him, sold a piece of land secretly, kept part of the price for himself, and then brought the rest to the apostles and made an offering of it. Peter said, Ananias, how did Satan get you to lie to the Holy Spirit and secretly keep back part of the price you sold the field for? Before you sold it, it was all yours. And after you sold it, the money was yours to do with as you wished. So what got into you to pull a trick like this? You didn't lie to men, but to God. Ananias, when he heard these words, fell down dead. That put the fear of God into everyone who heard it. The younger men went right to work and wrapped him up, then carried him out and buried him. Not more than 3 hours later, his wife, knowing nothing of what had happened, came in. Peter said, Tell me, were you given this price for your field? Yes, she said, that price. Peter responded, What's going on here that you connive to conspire against the spirit of the master? The men who buried your husband are at the door, and you're next. No sooner were the words out of his mouth than she fell dead. When the young men returned, they found her body. They carried her out and buried her right beside her husband. By this time, the whole church, and in fact, everyone who heard of these things, had a healthy respect for God. They knew God was not to be trifled with. Through the work of the apostles, many God signs were set up among the people, many wonderful things done. They all met regularly and in remarkable harmony on the temple porch named after Solomon. But even though people admired them a lot, outsiders were wary about joining them. On the other hand, those who put their trust in the Master were added right and left, men and women both. They even carried the sick out into the streets and laid them down on stretchers and bedrolls, hoping they would be touched by Peter's shadow when he walked by. They came from the villages surrounding Jerusalem, throngs of them, bringing the sick and bedeviled, and they all were healed. As you can see in the last part, and just in general in the first part, it talks about unity as a church, bringing together everything that we have to benefit those that do not have. And Ananias and Sapphira, they lied. They brought. It wasn't the fact that they didn't give everything to the church. It was the fact that they said that they had given everything. And that's the part that we need to realize, is that anything that we give through our own heart will be blessed. But if we lie about the blessing that we're trying to give, then that's when it becomes rejected. That's when we basically make a mockery out of ourselves. It's an issue of pride, really, and we need to be able to humble ourselves and just join together. I don't know. Anyway, so I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow at an earlier time, I promise. I'm sorry. Bye-bye.